Hey there, all you wonderful YouTube people. How's it going? It is Embrace the Matrix, and this is, you guessed it, another painting with another wonderful voiceover. So, what are we doing here? This is a new Lifelines painting. As you could probably tell from the title of this video, small canvas, 12 by 12. I did this one a little while ago, and so I kind of, initially was going for sort of a Halloween-y type color, but it quickly morphed into something else. But we definitely started with some orange. I don't remember the exact color of the orange. I think it's, I honestly think it might be Pyro Orange. Of course, I mixed it up with a little bit of gloss gel medium. And it's 12 by 12 canvas, so it's a small little square. I had a bunch of these canvases, so I've done quite a few of these. And these are just cool little canvases. I mean, I like them because they're small, obviously. And this is just me doing a second coat of the same color. They're small, and they're not going to be very expensive to purchase, at least for me. At this point in my career. But nonetheless, I mean, everybody's got room. If you have like a 4 foot by 4 foot canvas, people are like, oh, I got no room on my wall for that. Well, they can never ever use that excuse why they can't buy one of these, because it's 12 by 12. I mean, you can put it anywhere. Put it in your bathroom. Put it wherever. I don't know. So 12 by 12. You got 12 inches by 12 inches on your wall somewhere that you could put this picture. So, yes. What can we talk about here? Lifelines. Yeah, I mean, you guys should already understand my philosophy behind the Lifelines pictures. But in case you are new to being here, which is fine, you're allowed to be new. We like newbies. If you're new, just raise your hand. But you'll notice with my Lifelines, and I'm putting a Band-Aid on, so that noise you're hearing is me opening up the Band-Aid, because I scratched myself, and now I am bleeding. My somewhat, philosophy, is that what you'd call it? Theory, idea, whatever, behind the Lifelines paintings are that we're all, each line technically sort of fantasy, whatever, I don't care. Each line represents a person, people. So obviously, there's a lot of people. It's a lot of lines. And then generally there will be one line that is a different color. Or as an alternative to that, I'll do a circle. So you'll see one line that's a different color, or you will see a circle or a circular object that is different. That represents you, me, whomever. That's just the difference. So, I mean, it's just about, the fact that we're all on this planet, this micro dot of a planet that we're on, and that, we all need to work together to be better people, to have a better society, which, I'm not getting all crazy or nothing, but, so it's just more of a representation of people, and your individuality and your ability to be an individual and to shine as an individual, hence the oddball color. of the one line. That you're probably thinking, dude, that doesn't make any sense. Well, listen, if it doesn't make sense, I apologize, but it does make sense in my mind. And look, if you like the art, if you like looking at it, I'm just trying to give you the insight. And if you're just like, that doesn't make any sense, well, I'm explaining it to you the best I can. And it's actually quite early in a sense today. And oh boy, today is the day. I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm going to upload it, but I am recording this the day before the most controversial, ridiculous, obscene, just insane election I've seen in my lifetime. And, I'm pushing 40 here. So yeah, I've been on this rock for a minute, and it is Monday the 7th, the day before Election Day. Good Lord, I am not even about to get into all that. Other than I will say, who are you gonna vote for? Pure evil or absolute evil? Those are your options. They're terrible. Boy, oh boy, are they terrible. I think the best thing some people could do is not vote. Because who's to say you have to vote? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that philosophy. I've seen a lot of people, and damn it, I just said I wasn't going to talk about this. But listen, I just hear a lot of people say, you got to vote, you got to vote, you got to vote, you must vote. Well, what if both candidates suck? I mean, what would it say if nobody voted? Oh my God, that would be just insane. But you know what I mean? Like, why do you have to vote? You don't. I mean, I don't go, or align myself with any particular political party at all. But I mean, okay, the Republicans, Democrats, okay, obviously those are, like I said, pure evil, absolute evil. You take your pick of who you think is either or. Then you got the Green Team, or Libertarians or whatever, Gary Johnson and stuff. I mean, but nobody really knows about that dude because, he doesn't have the money backing him to promote, and you don't hear nothing about him. All you hear about is Trump and Clinton. So all I can say is I'm paying a ridiculous amount for my health insurance as opposed to what I did pay prior to Obamacare. And I actually like to call it Obamacare less, because I can tell you this, all I know is it's costing me more money. Here's my thing. Here's what I'll say about it, and I'll shut up about the politics thing. I've been an independent business owner for over 10 years. Successful business owner. So I've paid for my medical insurance out of my own pocket. Prior to Obamacare, I paid less. I paid for me and my wife. It was like less than $400 a month. We had great coverage. I had very, very few bills. So, actual bills from my doctor's office. So I paid less for my health insurance, and I had better coverage, and I had less bills. Okay, so now, since Obamacare, I pay more than double what I used to pay. I have way shittier coverage, and I got a stack of medical bills here like I haven't seen in frickin' 20 years. I mean, I'm going to have to file bankruptcy just on my frickin' medical bills alone. So, does that make any sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm a fairly smart and intelligent dude. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about something else. Okay, so here's where we get a little crazy. This is like half the video is just this last step, because I was running into all sorts of issues. Now, I'm using this newer, really weird color. I just showed it, and of course, I don't remember the name of it. But I'm mixing white with this blue tinted, like metallic-y kind of paint. It's weird. It's like I said, go back and pause. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's this stuff right here. I'm squirting in a little tube. It's golden, and it's awesome. It comes in like blue and red, like a red tint or whatever. So I'm just trying to. Obviously, I'm gonna. I did 3. I came in from each corner on the painting. So 3 corners I did black, 1 I did red. So I basically went black, black, red, black, because I wanted to sort of bury the red a little. And here I was just going to put a nice cool circle and a nice red circle. And for one, I couldn't find my smaller circle brush, so I went with the bigger one, which is not a problem, which is not that big of a deal. But I would have liked to use my smaller one, but apparently I have lost it. So I couldn't find it. So, yeah, so I mean, I'm just, it just seemed way too in your face, and it just wasn't what I wasn't feeling it. So we think on the fly, and we have to change things. So I'm looking at colors, and I'm going through things, trying to figure out what color I'm going to use. And I went with this sort of magenta kind of. And, like at this point, it's just a matter of mix. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm mixing the magenta with some of that metallic-y holographic. And I'm just not, something ain't right. Let's put a little whatever I just squirted. I don't even remember. Oh, black. I must have put like a black or a darker red. No, it was a darker red. Darker maroon. So this is where I love it. I kind of love it. It's not frustrating at all, but it's more like trial and error. It's just like, okay, well, we're just trying to get a different texture, a different look, a different, because, yeah, you can just put a circle on there, which I've done on plenty of them, and I think it looks very cool. But as I've learned other techniques, and I've learned alternative ways to do things, and certainly to make things more interesting, and of course more creative, I don't want to just do a circle. I want to, I don't know, I just want to do something a little different. So, and as you can see, as I'm seeing at this point, well, that doesn't stand out very much. And the whole point of this is to get it to stand out. So, like I said, this was a struggle at this part. But I ended up with something very cool, and you're going to see it at the end here because I even zoom in on it. But it was tough, It was, it's a small painting, sure, and it's not, not much, I don't know, going on, but I'm just like trying to get it where I want it to go, and it just, I had to go over it and over it and over it and over and over again, mixing, trying to figure shit out and getting, I'm not gonna lie, a tinge frustrated, because, it's, if you watch any of my videos, and certainly a lot of ones with voiceovers, I when I paint, I sort of fly by the seat of my pants. I'm just kind of just going with it. I might have an idea. That idea can get derailed very quickly. Let's see, even at this point, I'm starting to gather stuff. When you see me gathering stuff, that generally means I'm done. And, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe no, I'm not done. I was just getting ready to say screw it. All right, let's just go. But then I'm like, no. We can do this better. We can make it better. And that's exactly what we do. But yeah, I tend to fly by the seat of my pants and just kind of go with the flow. And I'm trying to, make each painting certainly unique, but I feel like if, I got this show coming up this Saturday, this arts and crafts show, pretty big arts and crafts show locally. And I was going through some paintings last night. And I have over 100, well over 120 paintings of varying sizes. And I was going through, some older stuff. I'm going to try to unload some older stuff pretty cheap. But looking at my older stuff, and this is just kind of goes without saying, but compared to my newer stuff, it's like, it's like night and day. So I'm always learning. I'm always picking up new ideas and new techniques and new things to do and new things to just make something look cool. Because I'm not painting to create some crazy message, or I'm just painting for the visual. I guess, does that make sense? I mean, yeah, there is an inherent philosophy behind some of the paintings, like the lifelines and, even the fusion, which I've never talked about the meaning behind the fusions. But I'm trying to create a visual something, a visual, compelling visual thing. I don't know how to say it, but something that's really interesting and thought provoking to look at, where you're not just going to glance at it and go, oh, okay, but I want to have a lot of things going on, or even a minimalist things going on. I'm starting to actually get more minimal in some of my paintings. But I'm really going for the visual. I want people to look at it and really try to like dive into the different layers and the different lines and the different everything. So yeah, I mean, if I'm not feeling it visually, then I'm not gonna put it out there. So here's how it turned out. Now tell me this doesn't look way doper. And let me tell you, in person, it just, the glare on it is just awesome. Because it's that metallic, weird golden paint. You just mix it with another color, especially if you mix it with a lighter color. It just does some pretty awesome things. And these are, of course, just a few stills from the process. And yeah, here we go. Here's how it turned out. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know, man. I think it looks pretty dope. I think there's a lot of cool stuff happening with those lines, man. You could just stare at this thing for like hours and try to figure out, why are we here kind of mentality. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next one.